Hello, dear ones, it's Hannah. I've had some really interesting tune-in experiences recently, and in one of them, light beings that are guiding me at this moment implored me to do a video for all of you about this one subject. So I've been sort of resisting it. It's been a number of days since I was told I needed to do it. I got another reminder yesterday. So I'm just going to sit down and do this for you and tell you about a journey that I've been on over this time of COVID. It's something that maybe a lot of you can relate to, but there's some really important messages contained in this journey, and I just wanted to talk to you about them today. So back in March, I had a dear friend of mine who I'm very close with who sort of let slip that she was on the complete opposite end of the political spectrum from me. And I was really struggling with it. I couldn't understand because we had the same, interests and feelings about things in the world and just a totally different understanding about politics. And I thought she was maybe losing it. I wasn't sure what was going on, and I cared about her a lot, and so I wanted to really give it a shot to try and understand where she was coming from. So I joined a number of groups from people of the opposite end of the spectrum from where I felt I was on social media, and just sort of watched and asked questions, and I learned something really, it really surprised me what I learned. What I learned was that pretty much everyone is coming to life and this situation with a huge heart, and that pretty much everyone wants the same things, and we just all have a different belief about the best way to get there. I was really surprised about that because that was not my understanding at all up until that point, and it really made me start to question things. And then as I started to question things more and more things came out or came to light for me about how the mainstream media, which I didn't really even participate in that much, but how it really had been very biased and was informing the way that I thought and believed about things. And so I started to really question everything, and because I started to question things, other people that were close to me in my life started to question me. I think it probably felt really threatening to them to think that I didn't necessarily believe all the same things as them. And it's not that I didn't believe the same things as them. I think that I did, but anyway, I lost some friends and had a number of challenging experiences with, friends and family because I was willing to question things and this narrative that so many people in my life have been led to believe or chosen to believe. So the reason that I'm telling you all of this is yesterday, my reminder, was I had one of my best friends came over and we did some projects here together. And she was saying to me that there is another person who she really loves in her life who is on the opposite end of this political spectrum from her. She had just found out, and it was really hard, and she was trying to figure out what to do with that information. And so I told her my story and about how I had come to where I am now. And I think that the whole point about all of this is that we have spent our whole lifetimes, many of us, believing certain things, and we weren't actually there to see what happened. We're believing things that we're told, and we believe that they're trusted sources, and maybe they are and maybe they're not. But the point is that we all need to be coming together rather than judging each other. I live in Maine in the United States, and it's a very liberal part of the country, and a lot of people feel really strongly about not wanting to judge people based on religion or race or belief structures and whatnot. However, there is a lot of judgment surrounding political leanings, and um, I I think that really it's no different. No matter what you believe, um, no matter who you are, the the vast majority of us are coming to life and to our lives with each other with a giant heart and with the wish that we all have enough, that we all work together, that we all treat each other with respect and with love and with compassion, empathy, kindness, consideration, that we help each other out, that we live from our hearts. That's what everyone wants. Everyone wants the best for each other. And there are just a few people that fall outside of that vast majority of us. And in that case, I would say even a majority of those people are probably just what my kids would say, they're still learning. And it's true, I mean, who's not still learning? But there are some people that have had a really rough history and past and are doing the best given the circumstances, and it probably doesn't come out in a very loving way always. But really, the majority of us all are living from our hearts and wanting the same things and might have different beliefs about the best way to get there. And I would like to put forward that the more that we judge each other and shame each other, the more we're perpetuating that which we don't want. And it's really important now, this is the message I was told to bring forth, that we all come together in unity and realize that we're not so different and see each other for the wonderful parts of us. And if there are things that challenge you, realize, oh, I'm being triggered right now because there's something in me that needs healing still. And so use it as a learning and growth opportunity, a healing opportunity. There are so many tools for healing these days. Some of the ones that I use are, of course, Beyond Quantum Healing and Consciousness Transformation Technique, or CTT. I use those with my clients all the time, but there are so many wonderful ways to heal. And it really takes taking a deep dive into your feelings and being willing to go into them and examine them and be okay with being uncomfortable and let them get big, and then learn how to let them just wash over you and they will dissolve. And there are so many loving people here to help. So if you need help, feel free to reach out. But the more that you can look inward and really work on healing yourself and make sure that you're acting from a place of integrity. Another theme that's coming up for a lot of people on earth right now is authenticity. We're all being asked to step into a greater level of authenticity than ever before and really be okay with being who you are, from a place of love and kindness. But it's okay to be different than other people or to share how you feel or what you believe. And it's important because the more authentic we can be, the more we stand in our own light and our own power. Not in an overpowering way, but it's important to be in your own light and your own power, because that's how we show up in the world, and that's how we shine the brightest, and that's how we can be in touch with our own gifts, because everybody is an important piece of the puzzle and everybody has important gifts to share with others. And this is the time to step into that and really step forward as who you are in a much bigger and brighter way. And so for me, I can share that even though I've had interpersonal relationship challenges with friends and family members, I wouldn't give it up for anything, because I think that my experiences, when they have misunderstood me and judged me, it's not about me, it's about them. And it's okay, they can do that. But if they're not willing to meet me from a place of love, knowing that I am someone that's showing up from my heart, and I love them, and they know who I am on an actual soul level. And if they can't accept me and love me for that, then it is time for us to have more space. And there will be more people to come in and fill that community space that I do resonate with. And so it is okay. So I hope that this finds you all well in this early December 2020. Our year is coming to a rapid close, and let's all come together with more love, with more authenticity, with more unity, and really learn to accept each other despite our differences, and maybe even celebrate our differences, because what makes us unique is also what makes us special. Even when it's something that is triggering or rubs you the wrong way, it's still important, and it's still a part of that person's journey to celebrate for them. And you can love all the other parts of them that resonate for you and just support them for being themselves. So I love you all. I hope you're well, and I send you big hugs from Maine. All right, take care. Bye.